Well, the big matchup between Spack and Kill and Marlboro. Both teams coming in at 2-0. You know, back 2 years ago when Marlboro came here to Spack and Kill, they beat the Spartans 57-6. Of course, this isn't the same Spartans team. They won 2 games already this year. That's more than they've won in the last 2 years. But Marlboro is not the same team either. They don't have the same players, same faces, but they do have the same program. They're the favorites today.
Great crowd on hand as both teams were ready to do business. The Spartans started out hot with a running game that put Spack and Kill deep into the red zone in a hurry. But the Iron Duke's defensive version of the Iron Curtain stopped Spack and Kill dead in their tracks. Spack and Kill's defense wasn't too bad either. And while this fumble recovery here didn't lead to anything, it showed Marlboro in a different light than we've seen so far this season. 2 turnovers, and Rich Ward wasn't happy. Both teams were even up in the first, but in the second, the law firm of Harshberger, Tambori, and DeSantis were ramping it up. Phil DeSantis gets the first score of the game, and it's 7-0 Marlboro. But Spack and Kill was primed to come right back. Cameron Albalos leads Joe Arcuri perfectly for a 56-yard strike, and we're tied at 7. But just before the half ended, DeSantis strikes again. It was 14-7 at halftime. Second half was all Marlboro, starting with another touchdown by DeSantis, making it 21-7. It could have been a runaway early, but Spack and Kill kept it interesting. First, Albalos hits Marlon Brooks for a huge gain. And then connects with Kabongo Barry for a 45-yard strike. It's 21-14. But the Iron Dukes, working off a no-huddle offense on a hot day, showed their conditioning and their weaponry as DeSantis goes in for another touchdown, and Marlboro improves to 3-0. Spack and Kill falls to 2-1 with a 42-14 win that Coach Ward was still not completely happy with.
I wasn't happy with the week's practice. I think we're reading our press clippings too much. I think people are going to come after us and bring our A game. And, you know, I don't think our performance was clean enough in the first half. And our weekly preparation is a performance of fumbles, turnovers, you know, missed tackles, blown assignments, incompletions, and turnovers. And I wasn't happy. I was a little happier in the second half, but it still has to be 48-plus minutes if you want to compete for a championship.
He didn't look too happy. Does that mean it's going to reflect in practices?
Well, Coach is never satisfied. He's always hungry, so I think that's what makes us great.
Yeah. Was there anything that Spack and Kill threw at you that surprised you, that you weren't ready for?
No, Coach Ward does a great job preparing us, so I wasn't really surprised by anything.
You guys just really seem to have, like, everything happening.
Yeah, we have so many weapons. We have the lines blocking great. They're really just making huge holes for us, blocking to the secondary. So if we have our line, we'll do good.
All right, let's send it over to Stefan.
Thanks, Charlie. I'm here with Coach D'Souza from the Spack and Kill Spartans. Coach, it was a hot, humid day, and they ran a constant no-huddle offense and ran the ball a lot. How difficult was it to guard them this season?
Oh, it's tough. They're a good team. They're well coached. They execute their offense like they've been doing it all year. So it was nothing unexpected, and our guys, fought and hung tough. So that's what I'm really proud of.
Speaking of which, you spoke a lot on pride today and manning up. Mm-hmm. I heard you call your guys boys at some point and tell them to be men. How important is pride as you guys progress this season?
It's big. This is only one game in league. We got Highland on Friday, and really our season's at that point where we can either pack it in and say this is the game of the year and that's it, or we can build towards this, get better from it, and go attack Highline.
Okay. Speaking of what, you guys want to exceed expectations this year. How far do you guys see yourself going this season?
We have the utmost confidence. You know, we came in here ready to win. Unfortunately, it wasn't our day. It was Marlboro's day, and we're going to do the same thing next week. We're going to go in Friday night and think we're going to win, and we're going to prepare very, very hard, and we're going to work extremely diligent at executing.